The scent from Mama Oju's buka was like no other in the entire neighborhood of Ojulegba. From the moment the sun rose and the buses began to roar to life, the air outside her small wooden shed was thick with the aroma of pepper soup, stewed goat meat, and smoky jollof rice that clung to people's noses like perfume. No matter how full you were, the smell called to you. Taxi drivers parked without care. Bankers in starched shirts unbuttoned their cuffs to eat with their hands. Even the church pastor came by on Sundays, muttering grace with one hand already buried in the steaming mound of rice and sauce. People whispered that Mama Oji used magic, but only in that playful, envious way Lagosians talk about success. No one suspected the truth. Behind her warm smile and neat geli was a woman carrying a horror no one could have imagined. At night, after locking up her stall, she would head down a quiet road in Yaba, always carrying the same worn-out black jerry can. The gatekeeper at the morgue thought she was a night cleaner. She had told him that 2 years ago, slipped him a crumpled bundle of naira, and he never asked again. She would walk past the rows of metal drawers, past the stench of death, and stand beside the old drainage pipe that emptied water used to wash the corpses. That was her treasure. With gloved hands and silent prayers, she'd fill the can with that gray, grimy water and disappear into the night. No one questioned how her food had the kind of flavor that made grown men cry or how it left an odd aftertaste, metallic, slightly bitter, but still addictive. It's like she cooks with heaven's spices, someone once joked. Her sales tripled. People begged for takeaways. Other food vendors stopped trying to compete. One woman reportedly had a miscarriage after eating Mama Oju's nkwobi, but her husband still came back the next day, whispering, "Just small portion, please." The addiction was that deep, but the dead do not sleep quietly forever. It began with strange reports, people dreaming of corpses dragging them by the ankles, waking up with bruises that doctors couldn't explain. A little girl pointed at Mama Oju's face during a family meal and screamed, "That's the woman from the cold room." Still, no one listened. Until one evening, a curious food blogger with too much time and too little fear followed her after closing time. He waited, camera rolling, as Mama Oju crept into the morgue and began her routine. The footage leaked within hours. The next morning, a mob gathered in front of her buka. She didn't open. She never would again.